I found this pre-sellout, late 80s or early 90s Diamondback BMX bike at a thrift store today. I'm gonna try to learn a little bit more about this particular bike and tell you a little bit about my history with BMX bike restorations. Before I look into that bike out there, I want to show you the one bike that I still had out of all the ones I've ever had. And I'll show you some pictures of the other ones I've had in the past. Okay, so this is the Schwinn Predator Freeform EX that I've had for over 10 years. I found this one off of a Craigslist ad. The only thing I've ever done to it is add these white tires and this white chain. It has the original paint, the original handlebars, decals, the original Schwinn wheels, the original pedals. It even has a few period correct stickers. Has the Yo brakes. So this is what you would call a survivor BMX bike. In the past, you would not believe the luck I've had finding BMX bikes. I've also had another Diamondback in the past, 2 Diamondbacks. Here's some pictures. But enough talk about the old bikes. Let's look at the brand new one that I just picked up at a thrift store for 20 bucks. I'd like to identify what year this is from. We see it's a Diamondback and it's a Hot Streak model. Has the Dominator seat on it. There's the price tag from today. Today is January 10th. So it probably didn't sit on the thrift store floor for very long. This particular decal set, it screams 80s with that grid look. That's a very 80s type of design. I'm seeing some hot pink. That was very popular in the 87 to 89, 90 range. I'm gonna guess just by looking at the design of this thing that it is late 80s, early 90s. But there should be a serial number underneath that will tell us for sure. But first, let's look at this. It's got this stand here, not pegs, but sort of a freestyle type stand. Same thing on the back, kind of a wing there. It has these flat, straight across handlebars. I can remember being a kid and seeing this design on handlebar grips. And also this blister preventing device here people would put on. That's still in place. Man, this thing's just been in somebody's attic or something for 30 years. Another thing about this bike is that it has the genuine Skyway mags on it. In this area in the upstate of South Carolina, just about any decent BMX bike came from the same store. The Great Escape. Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson. Chrome moly tubing. Now here's something I don't like about it. It still has the reflectors. That is about as lame as it gets right there. And it still has the chain guard. When we were kids, that was the first thing that you took off. I think that the dealership was required to put those items on the bike. So I'm about to go look up the serial number and see what the year is. But I'll tell you what my plans are for this bike. I think I'm just gonna use some Brillo on it, get some of the surface rust off of it. Show you that. And then I'll probably personalize it a little bit with a new set of colorful tires. I might go black, I don't know. But it's in such good condition that I don't want to go through it completely. It's just going to be a personalized original. I took some super fine steel wool and some Brasso, and I got this result right here. There you can see the before and the after. Nearly perfect. I don't think we're going to get the same result in an area like this though, unless we let this thing soak. Something I didn't notice before, this thing has a coaster brake on it too, in addition to the front and rear handlebar brakes. This side has normal threads. These pedals are kind of damaged. Pedals on the left will have a reverse thread. Okay, so I used the superfine steel wool all over. Took about an hour and a half. Got every little small nook. And then I used some wheel cleaner on it and used a toothbrush to get any polish off that Brasso. And it really turns out good. Extremely happy with that so far. Let's move to the next step. These wheels were pretty brown, so I hit them with some diluted purple power and a soft brush. And now you aren't going to believe this, but the general consensus to bring some life back into these black plastic wheels is olive oil. So I'm going to go raid the kitchen. Alright, I'm going to have to do this quick before my wife catches me with her olive oil. Okay, that was close. She came out here, but I hid the bottle. We got one wheel finished. As a comparison, you see this one looks a little dry, and this one here has a nice new look to it. Now that those are cleaned up, I found these on eBay. They look just like the originals. A couple of tubes from Amazon. Hey, these look amazing. I am really happy with how these turned out so far. Olive oil on the mag wheels. eBay cheap tires, tubes. We're nearly ready to put this thing back together.